Welcome guys to another Zen pop-up. So in this Zen pop-up, what we're going to do is we're basically going to change things around a little bit. Now I've had a conversation with Natalie and we realised that we need to make a few changes just to make it work with what she's got in mind. Now there's a little bit of miscommunication with the word membership. It's actually a coaching program, so she has a series of coaching programs in each of the sectors of her site. So set up the categories to reflect this. Unfortunately, I didn't kind of know. I thought that we were bringing in the standalone courses later, so this is why I was taking the page route, but it doesn't matter because what we can do is we can switch it straight over to the sales page. The sales page will contain all the courses so people can see what they're getting for that particular coaching program, but we can also use the same courses or make clones of those courses to sell them as individual standalone courses as well. So this is just one part of it, because obviously Natalie's got the plan, the full plan to do 4 coaching areas, okay, plus to be able to sell each of the courses or some of the courses from those coaching programs individually as well. So we've done a bit of it's a bit of a Zen pop-up just on that. It doesn't last for very long, it's about half an hour session. You see how quickly we change things over. So I've got some pre-recorded content for you to watch now, and I hope you enjoy this. It's moving on from Natalie, so once we've done this we are back on track. Natalie's got quite a bit of work to do, but the video explains it all anyway, so I'm going to hand you over to the pre-recorded content that's been done for this. Hi guys, welcome to another Zen pop-up. So we're carrying on with Natalie's site. So I've had a little bit of a chat with her about the way the site's going, and I think we've got a little bit of a miscommunication because she's interested at this point in time to sell her individual courses as well, which is absolutely fine. So we're going to make some minor modifications. Now the thing I love about Zenler is the fact that you can go in and change things really quickly inside the platform. So if you guys have been following with the Zen pop-ups on Natalie's site, then you'll know that we set up a page, and that page had one of the sections. We actually set up 2, one for well-being, one for fertility, and we tie those just to pages, and then from the pages we link directly to the checkout page. But we're actually going to just flip it now, and we're going to put it into the bundled page itself. She wanted people to be able to see the courses actually inside the bundle as well, so the actual course sales page is excellent for this, to actually show that. So let's jump into the site and go to our, let's first of all go to our pages. I'm going to open 2 tabs, going to be copying information across. So I'm going to go to the first page, which is our page here, and where we have the fertility support there, which is the page, this is the information I want to drag across into the sales page of the bundle. Yeah, so we're going to go and flick edit into here. Now at the same time, while that's loading up, and the speed saving tip, I'm going to jump into the courses and into the bundle, which is the fertility bundle. And it's not actually like a membership, it's more a coaching program, Natalie was saying, so it just contains the courses, but people could still buy some of those courses singly, not all of them but some of them. So I want that flexibility. So I'm going to jump into this page now, which is going to be the sales page of the bundle. So remember, I'm working here on the editor of a page, and inside the course I'm going to be opening up the sales page, and I'm going to be copying information across from the page we created into the sales page. And you know how easy it is to just copy block code across. Also, if you're on a Pro and Premium, we're working on a free site at this point in time until Natalie is happy to make that final decision to actually purchase the plan. So we're actually working on the free plan, so we're going to be copying block code. Now if we've got the Pro Premium, we can actually save the blocks themselves. So let's go and edit the page for the sales page. So try not to get lost here. This is the sales page of the bundle, okay, that we're opening. This is a page in the site. So I want to take this block code up here. I want to go to this little tab. I want to select all, Control A, Control C to copy it. Now I can cancel that. That's this code copied for this. So now inside the sales page, which we've got the same information, I'm just going to copy it in there so you can see what happens. So select all, delete all that code out, Control V to paste it in, click save. And there we go. Now we've got an identical copy of this inside this page by copying. So down here we also have what we cover. So this is inside here. Now we're going to be changing this because we're going straight into the sales page. We can leave all this the same. So we're going to open this block code up, and we're going to put in here Control A, Control C to copy. Just going to click save to that. go back into here, and we haven't got a place to drop it because this is a sales page. Remember, there's a button here that goes through to the checkout page. So we're going to open a block. We're going to actually create a new block. I'm going to drop that block in. Now that block's in there, I'm going to go and open the tab, select all the text, control, hold the control key, press A, press the backspace to delete the code out, and press Control V to paste that code in from the other side. Let's click save. And there we go. So our fertility, what it covers. So Natalie will fill this information in. Remember, this goes to the page, the next page, which is the checkout page, this page here. Remember, it goes there. This is the sales page we're on. So if you check the actual link for that, you'll see that it goes to the checkout page. Yeah. So that's all cool. Now this also gives us what the membership includes. We probably want to call this coaching program content. Now again, Natalie can change that if she likes later. So we're going to save that. This gives us which of the courses she has in this. Now we have this at the bottom. I don't particularly like the look of this button, so it's worth putting in the price here of what it is. And I want to change this to the something else. So subscribe for the coaching program. Yeah, so I don't have to use that block down the bottom for this. So let me just open this up again because I spelled that wrong and put that in there. So I don't have to use this block at the bottom for temporarily. I'm going to leave it in because at the moment we've got this set up as free. Now remember, we're going to do this on a subscription, so this is going to change. If we change the pricing plan, it will update in here because obviously this is a course plan dynamic block. But I can delete this block out and I could put the pricing up here, so I could, then it gives me the flexibility of to do what I like. You know, I can put in here a nice big button. This is just for example, monthly cost, and then I could put $50 or something, and then if I wanted to, I could put monthly cost $50 was, let's put 75. So you could do what you want, you know, in here. You could actually make it your own rather than sticking to what you've got in the what am I doing? Rather than what you've got in that little dynamic pricing block down the bottom. So you could actually put that into here, and this of course links to the buy now page, so you go through to it. So I'm going to click save to this, which is going to preview it and just test it out. So I'm kind of finished with this page now. This is the page in the site. Remember, this is the page that we built. So we're going to be linking up directly to the sales page now instead of that page. So let me go and preview this just to see how it looks. So you can see it looks like this, and then you've got the coaching program content, and then you've got the dynamic one down the bottom that we might want to get rid of later. We probably will. And if you click this, it goes straight through to the buy now page of the fertility checkout page there. So you can see that there, and they go through that, and then they go into the course access page once they bought it. So all good. So let's now tie our memberships up with that page, because I want to make sure that it's going to go into that page. Now it is called membership, and we probably want to change this because Natalie doesn't want that to say membership in there. It should be more like coaching program or courses. So I'm going to change it. Natalie will probably change it later, but where I've got memberships here, I'm going to call it courses stroke programs. Okay, and click update. So now it's going to change to courses stroke programs, which is better. Now this link in here, fertility, we want to link this not to the page which we have there that we just copied that stuff. We want to link it this time to the sales page, which is going to the buy now page. So we don't want it to go to the buy now page, we want it to go to the sales page. So I'm going to just grab the sales page URL. Let's just grab this first part, this relative part after the .com, and I'm going to paste that into here. So get rid of that and put that part in. Click save. Okay, so the well-being will be exactly the same. We're going to tie that up with the sales page. So because we're not really doing the well-being at this stage until I've got final approval on the fertility, I'm actually going to delete it out the menu, and we'll just work on it from the page later on. So now we have that part set. I'm just going to now check that it's all working. So the other part I need to do is I need to add a link to what will be the home page. Now, because this site isn't live and Natalie hasn't launched it yet, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to make the home page the proper home page. Generally I would leave, remember our home page at the moment looks like this, so there's no navigation at the top, you can't get anywhere, but and I'd leave it as this normally if it was a live site and you've got people visiting it, but because we're only just setting this up, I could actually just make the home page live. No one can buy anything because the courses are not going to have the price blocks in there. So when you do this, make sure that any courses that you have are unpublished, and the bundle itself has got the pricing block turned off. So bundle details, I'm just going to make the pricing hidden here. Click update, that way I know no one can buy into this at this stage. Because I've got the pricing plan set up as free, people could just join because, oh, it's free, I'll just jump in there. Now in the meantime, also I want to point out to you that Natalie has set up her Stripe account integration inside here as well, so we could actually start the membership part. So I might actually do that now, because at least if people did go in there, they'd be paying for something rather than just joining. We need to put a sign on there like don't sign up or something, but I'm going to add a new pricing plan anyway, and we're going to say this is going to be a subscription. Now I think it's going to be a monthly subscription, I'm not sure how much at this time. It's going to be US dollars. Let's put 95 in here. I don't know how much it is. Do it monthly. Coaching program, subscribe, something like that. So we just click that, tax category, tax exempt, she's running lives in there, and I'm going to click finish. Okay, so that's that set up, so that should be good. So I just check that inside here. I'm just going to turn this back off, click update, and we're just going to preview the sales page just to check how things are looking. So we've got the sales page now, which we just set up. Remember, we put that in there. It's replacing the page, and we got 95 per month in there. So we'd obviously change that as well. So these all click through to the same place. They go through to here, and you can see that you've got this USD months for all billing, 95 US dollars month for all billing. So per month 95, so that's all good. That all looks good, brilliant. Okay, so I do need to set up the home page, and like I was saying, I'm going to make that I'm going to replace the home page that we've got. Let me just save that, close it all down, make sure that's saved, close this, close this. Okay, so I'm going to replace this home page that we've got here, which was this holder page to capture leads, and we're going to go and replace that. So I'm going to go to site, we're going to go to home page, and we're going to go in here, and I'm going to change this to welcome to the fertility membership area. Probably need to change that name of that as well. Click save, and now if I refresh this, we're going to get the proper home page come up. Oh, what's going on? Or maybe that's not the right page. Harmony Within, that's the one, that's the page I want. Welcome to Harmony Within. Welcome to Harmony Within. So at the moment we're going to do it for both. We're going to use the logged in, logged out same page. We can change that, we're going to talk about that later at some point. But now if I refresh this, we should get the proper page come up. Okay, so now we are. So if we click this, you're going to see there's one because we deleted out the well-being. So if I click through to there, it should go through to the sales page for the course. Perfect. You can see all the courses that are included. That's perfect. We're going to go back one. we have membership there. I added that, just showing Natalie something. I'm going to delete it out. But if we click in here now, I need to change this because at the moment it goes through to the page. So if I click it, you're going to see it goes through to the page. Notice how it hasn't got the courses in there or anything. So we need to change that link to that sales page. So make sure that you're going into the course, the bundle, and you're grabbing the right link. So we're going to go to the link to the pages. I'm going to grab that sales page link, which is there. Copy that. Okay, and I'm going to go back to the site pages. We're going to go into the home page, which is down here, and we're going to edit that. And that fertility block, that button in the fertility area is going to send them to the sales page where they can see all the courses that are included. So now we've made it much simpler. We just got links going through to the course bundle, okay, and those courses have been added to the bundle, so we're accessing the sales page of the course access. So inside here now, I'm going to change this link from the page that we had set up. You can see there we had that page set up, and I'm changing it to there. Please notice also I'm using a relative link, so that's anything after the domain .com. I've just used / and then the rest of it. Now the reason I do this is because later on when we actually add the custom domain in, these links will still work and they won't go to the old address. So let's click save to that. One last thing I've got to do on this page is I've got to delete this temporary block out that I added to show Natalie how you can use the categories. So I'm going to click save to that. Now if we test this out, come into here and just refresh this, and we click inside here, you're going to notice that you can go straight through to this page where you can see the courses. So that's all set up for her, and that's all good. So the other thing is that she wants to show the courses that are in the fertility as well. So we can actually do that. We can do that in this page, or we can just send them to the categories that she has set up in the site. Because if you remember, we went to courses and categories, and we added categories inside here, and let's have a look at those. And you can see these categories inside here. These courses inside this category. So fertility's got a lot. This is the URL for that as well. So you can see that URL, and you can see that we can select the courses to add to that category. So the category link themselves is this, and this is what it shows. It's very simplified, but it does give you access to that category. Now we haven't got anything in there at the moment because we've not published anything. So as soon as we start to publish things, they will appear in that section of the site. So I'll show you now just how that can work. So if I choose one of the fertility ones like this one and we publish it, so let me just go and turn off. It is already published, but I've just made it hidden. So let's make it non-secret and click update. Now if I refresh this, it will appear inside here. There we go, because it's part of that. Now I know in general wellness I also have one turned on in there, so they're starting to appear in these areas, which of course is exactly what you want. So that's how it's going to work. So the bundle itself that I have here, that can be added into there as well, into those categories as well. So as you can see here, this coaching program has now been added, and any other courses have been added inside there as well. So if you want to add these in this area, of course now you're jumping across from category to category, you can get the information you need straight away. So this is exactly what we want to do. Now although we have these areas inside here that they can jump straight to the categories if you want, so people can, instead of going to the sales page, if you like, what we can do is we can send them straight to the category page, so i.e. this page, and this way they see, sorry, let me go back one, and this way they see all the courses and the memberships available. So we could send them there, or we could send them straight into the coaching program. It depends how you want to lay it out. So hopefully this video is clear. I've already talked to Natalie about it, so we're going to iron these things out later, and it really makes no difference at this stage. What Natalie is doing in the meantime is she's updating the content on the site. So she's going to go through her site and make sure that she's putting the text in. So you can see she's started to add the text in there, and she's going to add it into the read more page as well. So she's going to add text into there, and any of the other pages that we've got that's got text need adding, she's going to add them. Now her biggest job, she's got a lot to do, she's got a lot of courses in here, and her biggest course to do, I was talking to her about this, is to go through all of her courses inside here and check, because remember these were migrated across from Teachable into the platform. So Zenler did that for them, but there's certain things that don't migrate across, such as things like surveys and quizzes that are bespoke to the other system's way of working, so they don't come into the platform. Luckily for us, Natalie has videos and lots of text, so they will come across perfectly, but they do need a bit of formatting. Sometimes it brings an image across that needs a bit of formatting as well. So these are things that you need to look at. So we're going into the curriculum of one of the courses that has been brought across, and you can see that we have things in here. It's done a really good job of bringing stuff across, but some of the courses and things, it's like if I go into this one here, let me go into another one. That one there, for instance. She's got a lot of content in here, and it was laid out differently. I showed her a little bit on the formatting of a text document. So inside here, I showed her how to format this a little bit better. So she's working her way through all of this stuff. If we look at one of the ones that was brought in, like here, it's slightly different. It looks like she's getting involved in this and doing quite a lot now. She's working her way through all of this, and some of this is separated out. Well, like this, more on and branding, these could be combined into the same document probably. So these are things that she's going to work her way through. Now for her case, it's actually really good. I was talking to her on Friday about this, and she wanted to go through all of the courses anyway to update the information, keep it fresh, just have a re-look of it, look at it all. So she's working her way through it. So for her, it's a really good reason to work her way through it again. So I want her to go through one course and get it all fixed and sorted so the way she likes it. Then I want her to add all the bells and whistles that she's going to include inside the Zenler site, so that she can make the decision that Zenler's going to work for her as her course platform, as her primary course platform. Now remember, she also uses Circle for her community, so she wants to put that in there as well. So she's working through all that stuff. It's the biggest part of it, is checking through it all, or obviously uploading your work. Actually creating a site and doing the membership site and courses and all these things is actually really quick, but this part of it takes the longest amount of time. So I'm going to wait until she's ready. So she knows that the onus is on her. How she gets it sorted quicker, it means that the site will be up quicker. So it's all over to her to get that work done, and once she's done it, then we can start the testing phase and going through it and just doing in the minor tweaks and those sort of things. So hopefully this ZEN pop-up has now put us back on track with Natalie's site. And of course, you know, I did have a private session where I was talking to her just to make sure that I've got it right in my head. Some people use the wrong terminology with some things. Some people say, oh, the home, I've got a course and I need the home page. When you're talking about the home page, if you're talking about a course's home page, it's not a course's home page. It kind of is, but it isn't. It's not the right terminology. It's the course's sales page. You know, so things like that come up, and it's the wrong way of saying things. Or membership, when it's actually, it's not a self-contained membership, because she wants a membership, she wants more of a coaching program and then courses as well. Sometimes I mean, like, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you've seen how quick it was for me to correct it. You know, I can correct all that stuff within 10 minutes. It's a really quick thing using Zenler. You can just work with this all the time. Now, of course, you know, I know what I'm doing with this stuff, and I've done lots of different types of memberships and standalone courses. So for me, it's very intuitive. A lot of you, if you're working with the platform, you might have to give it a bit more thought about what's going on. But this is why planning stage is so important. You know, we could have spent another couple of Zen pop-ups just talking about the planning, and we wouldn't have had these problems, you know. So, but we are delving forwards with this stuff. We're not going back, we're moving forwards. Natalie's moving forwards, putting all their content in and all of those things. So this is a really good start. We're moving in the right direction. She's mega excited to get this sorted out, and I can't wait to see the finished product when we're finished with it all, because it should be pretty cool. So we will now move on. I'm just going to click this, go back to the proper home page. Let me just check something. Oh, that's all right. I thought I'd used the old picture there, but I haven't. Good. Right, okay, that's the Zen pop-up for today. So hopefully you've got a little bit more information on that. So you've seen how quickly you can adapt things inside Zenler. You know, you're going one route and then you're like, oh, I changed my mind slightly, I want to go a different route, and then bang, you can just do it instantly. This is the power and the great thing, and the intuitive way of working with the Zenler platform, and that's what I personally love it. That's why I'm so excited and motivated with using Zenler for actually even creating sites, you know, sites alone, let alone courses and everything else that Zenler offers you. So that's our Zen pop-up for today. Hopefully you've liked it, and we will move on. So I will be back on the Zen pop-ups with Natalie as soon as she's done all her work, and she's got a lot to do. So get on with it, Natalie. See you soon. Bye. Hi guys, so yeah, I hope you liked that, enjoyed that little recording that we did there, showing you how to sort of get back on track. So I mean, the whole point of this is, at the end of the day, if you haven't planned it out, or things do slightly change, then what I'm saying to you is it's never too late. You know, you haven't launched yet, so you can just tweak these things, change things around, get them back in order. I mean, I'm guessing, like, for this initial stage, it's a really good thing for you to understand how things are working inside the site. So for instance, like courses, whether it be a bundle with courses inside it, you're always going to have that sales page, you're always going to have that checkout page, thank you page, then the course access page, which is private. Only people that have bought it will get access to the course access page. So what I'm saying with what I did initially was to set up a page. Okay, so a page can tie straight into the checkout page. It could tie straight into the course access page, but if someone's not logged in and they haven't bought the course, then they're going to fly back to the checkout page. So remember that, that's how it can work. So you can play around with these things at this testing phase and make sure everything's all okay and it's working for you. And that is the kind of premise of what we've been trying to do over the last two, three Zen pop-ups, is to get you there. So we are back on track with this stuff. Natalie's got a lot of work to do, but we can still move on with the site. So from my point of view, I can show you some other things as we start to set up, because I haven't talked to Natalie and we haven't started setting up all of the course sales pages for courses inside that she's got set up. Now, they might already have come across, but when you migrate stuff in from Zenler, then obviously it can change slightly, so you need to look at all those pages. Of course, you've got to set up your pricing plans as well on the courses if you're selling them as standalone, as well as set up, of course, like the membership subscription like we did earlier for the master bundle for the coaching program. Now, also remember that Natty's got she's got four areas that she's going into. So we got two on the site. We got the well-being one, and she's got a pregnancy one and loss as well. So there's going to be four in there, and she's actually set the categories up for them, as you saw in the Zen pop-up. So it's quite involved, you know. Actually, if you're starting from fresh and you haven't done a course before, it's actually easier, because you can go in, as long as you plan what you're going to do, you're starting from fresh, so you haven't got to migrate all these courses across, do all this stuff. You're just setting your courses up as as you go, and you're adding them in there. So it's easier if you're starting off, but if you've got a fully developed business as such as Natalie has, you've got to be really careful with these things, and you've got to make sure everything's working. And this is why I said to Natalie, do one course, check that it's all working as you see fit, going there as a test student, make sure the Zenler platform is right for you for every aspect of your business, and then you can make that commitment to join us on the Pro and Premium. There's no pressure selling here. It's like, if this works for you, it works for you. If it doesn't, there's been lots of questions that come up from Natalie, and this is kind of like, in a way, it's a kind of little bit of a bugbear for me, because some people might be on the free plan and they might not ask the question, and they'll be like, well, the platform doesn't do that, and then they just leave it. Where in actual fact, like I've proved to Natalie when in our conversations, she's asked a question, I've always answered her with an answer, yes, a positive answer. Yes, you can do that, we can do that, we can do that, we can work with that. This is how the site, this is how Zenler are expanding. And in a way, it would be good to reach every single person that has these questions to ask. And I know that's what the Facebook group's for, but there's a lot of people that are not posting, maybe trying the platform out and then leaving before they've got an answer, when the answer is going to be yes. You know, they might have even just gone into the live section and gone, oh, I've got to upgrade, I can't use that, I don't know how it works, and they haven't asked the question. So it's kind of like they haven't tried it properly and they haven't found out how easy it is to use. Of course, you know, I'm sure a lot of people go off, try lots of different platforms, and then come back to us and then ask the question. We go yes, and they go, oh no, I should have asked that right at the beginning. So there's that side of it as well. So from my point of view, it's quite frustrating, because I believe that Zenler can do everything you need to do for an online business and more. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there, and we'll come back with another Zen pop-up. Hope you enjoyed this one, and we shall see you soon. So take care, guys. It is Sunday today, so have a lovely rest of the weekend, and I will see you next week on another Zen pop-up.